The Deputy de Kent Nord. In the gallery.
Mr. Speaker, the Premier says that he believes there should be no cap on rental increase because he believes in free markets. However, New Brunswick has plenty of examples of monopolistic and uncompetitive markets with little oversight. One example is our forestry sector, where a few big players, including one dominant company, JD Irving, can use their market power to push down the price of wood that private woodlot owners receive, leaving regular New Brunswickers out of the equation. New Brunswick also has a monopoly in print media, with 84% of daily newspapers' circulation held by Brunswick News. A House of Commons report concluded that this situation is unique in developed countries, situation that is distorting public opinion on key issues. Mr. Speaker, how can we prosper if we allow our market to be captured by a few big players in important sectors? So can the Minister of Finance tell me which agency is in charge of regulating monopolies and uncompetitive markets in New Brunswick to ensure there is fairness for small and medium businesses?
The Minister of Natural Resources and Energy Development.
Monsieur le Président, merci pour la question. Merci à la membre opposite. How do we survive? We survive by being a government that addresses issues head on. If you have been paying attention, you'd realize that we've taken the forestry industry and addressed it like never, ever before. We're looking at private woodlot marketing boards that have never been reviewed since the beginning of the Crown Lands and Forestry Act in '82. That's being done. We're looking at obstacles in any way, shape, or form that get in the way of a free market that allows our private woodlot sector and our industry to thrive, and we're dealing with it. We have done so in a deliberate, intentional fashion in a non-stop way. It is not just limited to the forestry industry. We have done so by taking areas that have not been looked at since the dawn of time. And this Premier has provided a government that is leading and willing to go into areas that governments have kicked down the road forever and a day. We're getting the job done.
The Deputy de Kent Nord. In the gallery.
Mr. Speaker, that was not my question. That was not the answer. But, Mr. Speaker, a recent investigation by CBC and Radio-Canada showed how easy it is for foreign businesses to take advantage of New Brunswick due to its lack of corporate transparency and its weak corporate regulations. The CBC investigation uncovered that a shell company registered in New Brunswick, Oceanic Fisheries New Brunswick, does not operate in Canada at all. In fact, it does not even do any banking in Canada and has been flagged for $31 million in suspicious transfers. A CBC reporter tried to visit the St. John address listed on the company's website, but only found a UPS store. New Brunswick is an appealing location for international companies because it does not require corporations to disclose who holds beneficial ownership. Last December, the Premier told me that Service New Brunswick is considering beneficial ownership by the end of 2020. So we have not heard anything yet. Can the Minister of Service...
Time member. The Minister of Finance and Treasury Board.
Thank you very much for the question, Mr. Speaker, to the member opposite. As far as I assume you're going towards the money laundering, and as far as that goes, I mean, yes, we have committed to look at it. We've committed to look at the beneficial ownership. So far, what we found is it's not hurting anybody in New Brunswick, but it is something certainly that an irregularity that we have to look at. With the casinos, we have FinTrack, as the member would know. The casinos are all good. But we are looking at offshore accounts, and that relies on the federal side of things. The federal side of things, Mr. Speaker, they look at the tax situation and do the taxes for us. Right now, there are 1,100 investigations that the feds are involved in, and there are 50 cases being taken to court at this moment, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.